Welcome to part 2 of Simon's Quest. In the previous episode, I forgot the white crystal like an idiot. Now I gotta backtrack through the woods on 1 HP left. This game breaks standard Castlevania tradition in that it doesn't have breakable walls filled with meat. I think this is the only game before the Metroidvanias that doesn't feature wall meat, and that's kinda strange when you really think about it. There are 2 ways to heal in this game. You either gotta go to a church in town in order to get your health back, be sure it's daytime, or you either gotta grind and hopefully level up eventually in order to get your health back that way. This is what happens when you miss story crucial items, or half a map, or I'm not familiar with this game like I'm not familiar with this game. I can only imagine not having a detailed guide or the internet when this game first came out. And I think the reason why this game is as cryptic as it was to sell Nintendo Power magazines. You remember Nintendo Power. You subscribe to their services and they'll issue out these magazines in the mail either weekly or monthly. I forgot how often they would issue out magazines in the mail. I'm kind of too young for that to remember actually. And what were in those magazines were basically just tips and tricks and almost sometimes cheats on how to beat a game. It's amazing to read those and like try to pull off what was in the magazine in the actual game. And if I'm not mistaken, Simon's Quest was either Volume 1 or Volume 2 of Nintendo Power, so this was really early on. Like, this game was the forerunner for Nintendo Power. It was this game and Zelda 2 got an issue a couple of volumes later, and let's just say these 2 games got the most out of people's subscriptions. You got a hard as hell game that you can't beat in a rental period, you buy the game. You still can't beat the game, you buy Nintendo Power. I gotta say, I can't be mad at Nintendo for doing the hustle like that. That's honestly a really genius move. But on the other hand, these games may be hard, but they are really short. The developers made them stupidly short back in the day. Hey boss, we got a game that's 5 levels long. Make sure the children never beat it within their lifetimes. Yes, sir! I am glad that design philosophy died out because what happens if you learn the game? You can beat it within like 15 minutes. That's not good design. I'm sorry. It's really not. Just have the game be a decent length with a decent challenge. Or just make another Dark Souls game. People love Dark Souls. I love Dark Souls too. Oh god, why did I miss the crystal? That was dumb on my part. And I think this mainly contributed to me getting the middle ending because I had to backtrack. I'm telling you, I'm not perfect at this game. I don't think anybody's perfect at Simon's Quest, to be honest. I know there's gonna be somebody out there that's gonna say, oh, I got the best ending on my first try. No, you're full of shit. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I know you did not. Why do shops have to be closed at nighttime? Why isn't there a night market? Well, okay, so quick fade in later and we're already at daytime. Let me just get this crystal and get the hell out of here. I wasted enough time here. You have a friend in the town of Aldera. You should go and see him. No. I don't even... How does Simon even have friends? Like I don't even know what Simon's connections are. 13 clues will solve Dracula's riddle, whatever that means. I think that guy was trying to tell us that Dracula is is Castlevania's version of the Riddler. And now that I'm thinking about it, that would make a whole lot of sense, you know, Batman vs. Dracula. Remember that animated movie? A crooked trader is offering bum deals in this town. That's your hint to get the white crystal, which I should have gotten last part, but I didn't because I'm stupid. He should be outside one of these buildings. Wait, no, he's downstairs. There he is. Yes, I want the white crystal, please and thank you. Give me it. Thank you. Alright, so, quick cut. Alright, now we're back in the town we ended the previous part in. We just gotta exchange that white crystal for a blue one. Just get up the stairs and pray that nighttime doesn't fall when you get up there. That has happened to me once and I'm like, oh, fuck! I just got up the stairs and now it's night and now I'm fighting zombies? Come on, that's bogus. It's gonna be this guy in gray right here. I'd like to exchange a white crystal for a blue one. There you go. Take it. Now the blue crystal does some pretty weird shit. I'm gonna show you later in the game, but it's just... what the hell. Blind leap of faith! Trust me, you shouldn't do that every time because in some cases you'll just fall into water and drown. That has happened to me a lot. The second mansion is in this forest down a staircase. It's in between Town 1 and Town 2. I forgot the name of those towns, so I just call it Town 1 and Town 2. You go down that staircase and you'll come across another cave full of those eyeball enemies and eventually what appears to be a dead end. There's a weird little problem in this game in that it slows down a lot. And it makes sense sometimes because there's gonna be some enemies on the screen and it's gonna clutter everything. But then there's also times where it doesn't make sense, like there's being no enemies on the screen and it just slows down inexplicably, or moving platforms that slow the screen down. Ah, fuck, it looks like I'm in a dead game. Well, playthrough over, guys. I'll see you next time. Oh. That's what that blue crystal is for. Whenever you come across a lake, or I think there's 2 lakes in the game like that, you just equip the blue crystal and voila. That's really stupid. It's not so much the equipping the crystal and then ducking for like 3 seconds thing. It's more so, how does water work like that? This mansion right here is called Rover Mansion. Rover as in Land Rover, I guess. It's pretty simple, just like the other one. The merchant with the oak stick is going to be on the far right of this level, so you have to walk over there first. Be careful of this platform. And also watch out for the skeletons. They throw around these bones which will explode into fire, and the fire will still hurt you. Now that we retrieve the oak stake, the end level orb is going to be upstairs. Spikes in this game, contrary to Castlevania tradition, does not kill you in one hit, but it still hurts like a sumbitch though, so you still gotta be careful while around spikes. The only instant death object you have to worry about in particular in this game is water. Simon cannot swim, or his gear is way too heavy for him to actually float, so he drowns when he touches water. The enemies here are really easy. They'll just wander back and forth and occasionally bum rush you, but you can tell when they'll start coming at you. And they also damage you for 1 point of health, maybe 2 or 3 at the maximum. So if you die to these guys, then I'm sorry, you have to put this game down and never touch a controller again in your life. I'm kidding. Here's a quote-unquote platforming section. It's a thing. You have to jump at the right spot, otherwise you'll just gimp the jump and fall all the way down. Or maybe not all the way down, but you'll fall to a previous platform. And said previous platform is right under your feet, so you're in no real danger of starting all the way over. You now possess... Hey! Why did I skip that text box? I didn't mean to do that. Or maybe I did, I don't know. I was probably in a hurry. Now we'll never know what Simon processed. No, it's at this mansion that you'll get Dracula's heart, so... That's what I just got, Dracula's heart. Simon processed Dracula's heart. Why am I saying processed? I will be honest, I do like the background here. I just like the weird mix of red and blue and purple. Like, I don't know, this color scheme kind of works. I can't say the same for the other mansions though, but this one works. Geronimo! Oh, that was close. I probably should have died there. There's nothing really interesting upstairs on this side of the level, so I'm just gonna skip it. Don't go upstairs in this part. Simon's Quest, Dead End Central. No, Simon, fire bad. Don't touch fire. That's what I was talking about earlier. The skeletons throw around these bones and they catch on fire, and kind of reminiscent of the holy water from the other games, which is weird because the holy water in this game doesn't leave behind the fire like it does in the other games. And you know what? This game is freaking weird. So after you conquered that mansion, go back the way you came. That skeleton being at the edge of the screen is dumb. But let's not dwell on that, and let's talk about how to get the next weapon. It's gonna be in this first cave in between Town 1 and Town 2. Use the holy water to break open the platforms and open the bottom path. What a horrible night to... Yeah, we know. What a horrible night to have a horrible night. And there's a lot of flickering in this game too. Simon's Quest just seems to have the most flaws out of any Castlevania game for some reason. Granted, the game is still playable and it's not broken in any way, but it's still jarring when you jump from Castlevania 1 to 2. Or if you go from Castlevania 2 to 3, it's just like, there's not as many problems in those games as there is in this one. I say that now, but when I did my playthrough of Castlevania 3, I think I glitched something, so... Oh, yeah. All these games are not perfect, that's what I'm saying. Exit the screen to reset those blocks and then take the top route. Now, in order to get to the third town, you have to go down these stairs and go to the left. This will be the first time in a game where you have to come across a poisonous marsh. Use your laurels in order to get through those. You can make that jump over to that platform, but I always failed to do it, so I just used the laurels anyway. Alright, we arrived at the third town of the game, which I believe is called Algebra, if I'm not mistaken. And I arrived at the wrong time of day, so more fighting zombies. This one's short though. This town is pretty barren. There's only a couple of actual shops here. The important item you want to get here is the chain whip. It will increase your attack power. And there's the chain whip right there. It has a pretty different animation, or I should say sprite, compared to the throne whip or the standard whip we have from before. You've got a friend waiting for you in the town of Algebra. Oh, okay, I was mistaken before. This is apparently not the town of Algebra. Well, wait, what is this town exactly? Clues to Dracula's riddle are in Berkeley Mansion. That's the next mansion. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in the town of Alba. No, this is not a reference, or the town is not named after Jessica Alba. Don't be sad. You look pale, my son. You must rest in the church. I just did. Did you not see me walk into the church? Laurels in your soup enhances its aroma. Wait, what? What does that mean? There will be a merchant in this house that will sell you the dagger. And just like any other Castlevania game, it's a sub-weapon that you throw. It's just, you throw it straight ahead and that's it. I'm not sure if it costs hearts though. I think you don't, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, okay, they don't. You have unlimited ammunition on the daggers, that's good to know. How useful they are? I never used the daggers, so there we go. A rib can shield you from evil. That's good to know. The rib is a shield. So I'll see you in part 3, everybody, where we take on the next mansion.